Neuralink just had a show and tell event, and while there was a lot of hype around it, things just didn't end up going as Elon Musk had hoped. In this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at what happened at this event and how the world might be on the path of changing entirely, with AI chips being the answer to it all. Let's jump right into it. First off, was Neuralink's show and tell a massive fail? The goal of this week's show and tell event for Neuralink, Elon Musk's brain-computer interface company, were clear: to demonstrate new testing examples and explain exactly how their technology works. Not only that, but Musk wanted to use the presentation as a platform to reiterate his firm belief that general artificial intelligence will pose a significant threat and that humans need to stay relevant in an age of supercomputing AI. Musk talked about the success of their past technical demos, such as the viral video released last year showing a test monkey playing a game of Pong using only its mind. The company followed up this week with another demo featuring a monkey using a digital mouse and keyboard to type out letters. It was revealed that the words "Welcome to Show and Tell" floating on the presentation stage were actually typed out by the monkey. Musk calls this telegraphic typing. While all of that sounded insanely impressive, the events that followed the Neuralink show and tell ultimately made the extraness of it all seem like a massive fail. Next up, the shortfalls of the Neuralink event. Right after the event, the world blew up with criticism. There were lots of things being discussed worldwide. First of all, the company failed to meet its own timeline in terms of testing human participants, and the claims were not supported by scientific evidence that the Neuralink technology was all it had promised. Also, allegations of abuse and harm occurring in the company's animal testing facilities have surfaced, with an animal rights group trying to pressure Neuralink into releasing nearly 400 photos of test monkeys they claim were tortured and abused during testing for the brain device. Not only that, but Neuralink skirted past addressing these allegations at the event, with Musk making light of the situation by saying, "Our monkeys are pretty happy," between chuckles. This lack of seriousness when it comes to animal rights also brings into question the validity and reliability of all claims made during the event, given that these issues certainly had not been solved by the time of the presentation. Overall, while Neuralink certainly has potential in terms of technology, it failed to live up to expectations at this particular event, bringing up more questions than answers. It remains to be seen how the company will work to address these issues going forward, and if it can live up to its own predictions in the future. Moving on, should we have seen the failure coming? For the past few decades, Elon Musk seems to have been on his game. Even when the world really doubted him, he was able to rise above it all and make sure he got stuff done. But that winning streak might have just run out. You see, the Neuralink presentation wasn't the only issue Musk had to deal with recently. His former president at Neuralink, Max Hodak, emerged from the shadows with his own company that aims to create an interface device without need for surgery. The company, Science Corp, has reportedly raised $160 million in funding, which is outdoing Neuralink's current standing. This could be the start of a new rivalry in the field of brain-machine interfaces, with Musk's company, Neuralink, being overshadowed by Hodak's Science Corp. It will be interesting to see if he can make a comeback from this and continue his winning streak. It will be worth watching to see how their different approaches of developing brain-machine interfaces will affect their respective successes. But even if you take all of that away, it's clear that Elon is having more than just a bad month. He's really going to have to make some major improvements if he wants to stay in the game, let alone get back on top of it. Now for how Neuralink aims to go above and beyond. While Elon isn't really having the best time getting Neuralink where he wants it to be, he's still managing to make progress in two main areas. The first is that Neuralink has developed a new way of implanting the device into the brain. This method involves using tiny electrodes that are injected directly into the brain, avoiding any kind of traumatic surgery. The second area of progress is the development of a proprietary software system called N1 Neuralink Interface. The software allows users to interact with the device through an app on their smartphone, allowing them to monitor their brain activity and make changes as needed. Neuralink has also been making advancements in artificial intelligence that have allowed it to better understand human thought patterns and language. The company recently announced plans to use the N1 chip to help the blind see and the paralyzed walk. At the recent Neuralink recruitment event, researchers demonstrated a breakthrough in brain-computer interfacing. A monkey named Saki was able to follow instructions and type on a virtual keyboard simply by thinking about it. The implants are wirelessly charged with a smoothie reward when the monkeys sit beneath an embedded charger in their enclosure. The groundbreaking achievement is part of the company's mission to enable humans to access light or information even in a state of darkness. The researchers are working to repackage camera data into a format compatible with the brain and then transmit it directly to the visual cortex. Ultimately, the goal will restore sight for people who have been living without it for years. Move on, doctors. Robo robo-surgeons are coming. Neuralink is also designing automated brain surgery robots. This current technology, R1, threads electrodes into the brain without damaging blood vessels, but a next-generation machine is designed to handle more of the surgery, including cutting through the skull. This will allow a single neurosurgeon to oversee multiple procedures at once. Musk believes that Neuralink could make millions of brain chips and even intends to have one himself. In addition, Musk's team is exploring the possibility of placing the brain chips one layer further from the brain, on the outside of the layer called the dura. To accomplish this, major changes need to be made to robot needles and needle steering systems. Ultimately, this could revolutionize the way we treat medical conditions and provide more affordable, accessible treatment to those in need. The company is moving forward at an incredible pace, and it will be exciting to see what the future holds for brain-computer interfacing. The possibilities are endless, and if all goes according to plan, we may soon witness a new era of robotic-assisted surgical implants. Next up, Elon wants the world to be straight out of a sci-fi movie. Elon Musk has an ambitious plan with Neuralink, a device that would be able to interface with every aspect of the human brain. His vision is much larger than just this, though. He wants to create digital superintelligence and ensure that humans can participate in it. He believes that Neuralink could provide a way for humans to remain relevant in an AI-driven world, and that it could be the key to ensuring our species' survival in a potential AI apocalypse. Musk is confident that Neuralink could be the first step towards creating a future like what we see in sci-fi movies, where humans are seemingly integrated with technology. His aim is to have Neuralink bridge the gap between humans and technology so that no matter how intelligent AI becomes, we will remain in control. But the thing is, this is something that the world has been preparing for already. While Elon wants to turn the world into a sci-fi movie, we might even have to end up dealing with some sci-fi consequences. But who knows, maybe he's totally on track with what he's doing, and chips and implants could just change everything. Coming up, depression-fighting implant almost ready? On one hand, we have Elon Musk's Neuralink, which is working on a device that can interpret brain signals and allow humans to communicate with computers and kind of failing. On the other hand, Intercosmos has developed a device that uses electrical pulses to treat depression. The electrode implanted in the patient's head works by sending tiny electrical pulses to the left dorsolateral prefrontal cortex once daily for 15 minutes. The device doesn't require any extra hardware, being powered entirely by the prescription pod that snaps onto the user's hair. The external device won't even need to be on the head when treatment is not being administered. The first trial patient will test this device for 1 year, and a second trial is set to begin in the next month. Last but not least, could these implants really be the future? Neuralink and Intercosmos aren't the only two trying to get ahead of it all. Other companies are also conducting trials of their own brain implants. BrainGate is creating an implant designed to restore movement in individuals with paralysis or limb dysfunction by connecting the brain directly to computers. The device acts as a sort of translator between the brain and the computer, allowing users to control robotic limbs and other devices. NeuroPace is also developing a brain implant to treat certain types of epilepsy. The device monitors electrical signals in the brain, and when it detects a seizure coming on, it delivers an electrical impulse to stop it. NeuroPace's research has shown that this could reduce seizure frequency by more than 50%. There's also Synchron's Neuralink, a device that uses ultrasound technology to monitor brain activity and sense changes in the brain. The Neuralink can detect things like moods, emotions, and anxiety levels by reading electrical signals in the brain. As more and more companies explore the potential of these mind-controlled implants, it's clear that this new form of technology could bring about a new era of brain-computer interaction. The possibilities for these implants are seemingly endless, and their potential applications could revolutionize the medical field and enable people to live better lives. Only time will tell what amazing things these implants can do for people in need. And with that, we'll wrap up today's video. Do you think Musk could push through the downfalls of the show and tell event and actually make his sci-fi dream a reality? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. We'll see you in the next one.